So yeah, really good. Might be even the next Martin Garrix, and even without going to a music production school. So yeah, we should definitely keep an eye on him. It's really impressive.
Never used to be this way.
Good morning guys, welcome to the vlog. Today is business day, unfortunately, an entire business day. No one else of the team is here. I have to deal with taxes, contracts, lawyers, and still the camera situation. The IKEA thing is also still going on, but I'm just ignoring it because it's so ridiculous and pointless. But the camera thing is actually bothering me. The camera had the same defect 3 times in a row within 5 months. The seller doesn't want to repair it, doesn't want to give me my money back. I had now Sony on the phone. They are way more friendly. And on top of that, I paid extra for a 5-year all protection plan, and the seller still refused to repair it, take it back, or do anything with it. And it's still with them. I'm right now using another camera that a friend lent me for a couple of weeks. But despite these small, negative things, I'm still extremely happy, guys. I mean, what a week. ADE, opening, recording session with Gavin Beach, all went really great. So the big things in my life are just phenomenal. I mean, just the view outside of the window is it's instantly cheering me up. I mean, the weather is not good, but see for yourself. It's so cool to just have water right in front of you. Ships, cranes. It's fun. It's really, really fun. And then of course the B studio, A studio, it's just great. I think today, since I'm busy with all of that stuff and we haven't done it in a while, it's time for another edition of Track Submits. So yeah, welcome to the studio, welcome to Track Submits. It's the little segment within my daily DJ and producer vlog where I listen to your songs. If you're interested to submit your songs, there's a link down below in the description. Just send it over and it might end up in one of these episodes. But let's get straight to it. We got some special stuff today. The very first song is by someone that actually attended the opening of the studio. I've showed him in a small clip. He's just 13 or maybe 14 years old. He sat right here in this very place and played to everyone else that was attending the opening his songs, and everyone was highly impressed. I myself have never heard something by someone so young that is actually so good, and he just started I think half a year ago, his dad told me. So this is also the first time I'm picking a song not randomly out of the track submit list, because I just really have to share it with you, share it with the world, the internet, because it's so amazing. I'm amazed. I didn't even produce with that age. I'd even say it took me 3 years to get to the same point, maybe even longer. I mean, there are still small things that could be improved, but in general, the mixing is really good. The melodies are good. I think if you listen to the entire song, the arrangement isn't perfect. And also, I have the feeling there are too many ideas in this one song. It sounds more like 3 songs instead of 1 song. And I definitely think his next step should be adding vocals to his songs. It's good enough, the instrumentals are good enough to just get some singer and songwriters to add something to it. Might be really hard with that age to find someone that takes you serious and get some good vocals. But I will definitely, if he gets in touch with me, help him, maybe give him the opportunity to do a remix for the label. So this way he can start working with vocals and also get his first release. I think it's good enough, and I think the rest is just building up his following, making sure he has one distinguished style, because I think at that day he played 3 or 4 songs that were entirely different, so it's really important to have a direction. But he still has plenty of years ahead of him to figure that one out. So yeah, let me know what you think about this kind of production quality with that age. How far were you with that age? How far are you now? I think he's beating some people that are like twice as old. So I can't wait for him to proceed his career. I hope his dad is helping him. I even talked to him. I'm sure he is. He took him to ADE and will take him to the dance fair, which I'm also attending. I think it's mid-March, so I might even see him there again. So yeah, really good. Might be even the next Martin Garrix, and even without going to a music production school. So yeah, we should definitely keep an eye on him. It's really impressive. But let's get to the next one. It's by Felixus, and it's called Deep in Your Mind. That is also really good. It's like moody, ambient, deep house. Takes me back 3, 4, 5 years when I used to make a similar style of music. Very chilled, relaxed, like true deep house, not like the new stuff. And I like it. Arrangement is good. The sound design is good. There are some sounds in it that are in antiphase. I think the Rhodes sound is maybe too wide. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but this could be problematic on some systems. But if you have a good stereo setup, it actually sounds cool because the sound is really like surrounding you. This one was by Callisto and it's called Never Forget. It's an electro-influenced club song. I think this would work actually great in a club environment. Mixing wise, yes, there are still some bits that could be improved, and also the complexity of the song. I mean, this kind of club music needs to be minimal, like usually kick, bass, and this kind of more open kind of saw bass that really works nice. But I think by adding more ear candy, small effects here and there, you can make it more interesting over a longer duration of time. And arrangement-wise, also good. You have this one huge break in the middle of the song. The drums are actually really nice. Don't change that. They sound really tight. Kick and clap goes well together. The kick sound is also good. That's usually what I complain the most about. I think the next step would be like spending a bit more time on the sound design. Yes, the bass sounds kind of cool, electro-housey, but it could be crispier, maybe another layer to add more interest to it, something that does a little more than just that saw. Better EQing in the mid-frequency section, also adding like maybe a bit of distortion to the bass, just a tiny bit so that you barely hear it, but it makes everything just crispier and stand out more. And the main element is the bass. It should really cut through. And I think also the bass, if it would be layered, the top layer or the top frequency part of that bass could be a bit more stereo. The song is quite mono in general. There are some sounds that stick out that are really wide, which is nice, just to make it interesting. The listener hears to it in mono and then things are jumping out. But that midsection could be a bit wider. There are some really cool plugins, I think by Brainworks, and some of the Logic plugins can also do it. They can make certain frequencies wide. I think also the iZotope stuff and the iZotope mastering suite can do it, where you pick a frequency range and make just that wide and keep the very low end mono. Which isn't anymore that important for pop music, radio music and that kind of stuff, but for club music, keeping the low end mono still quite relevant. It just has way more punch. So next up by Merlin, a song called Back to You. That song is stylistically quite interesting, sounds very modern, fresh, arrangement also top-notch, sound design is also fine, but the mixing isn't there yet. It sounds very thin in certain frequencies. In general, thin, the mid-frequency section extremely thin. I think the main synthesizer sounds just need to be increased in volume. and maybe cut them less. I think the stuff is cut too far into the sounds, and just make sure you get the balance right between kick and bass and the main synthesizer sound, and then on top the hi-hats and all of the cymbals and everything else that is going on in the drums. So I would just go back to the mixing stage on this one. Other than that, it sounds like a full complete song, but the mixing for especially club music or the new EDM radio kind of stuff just needs to be better to compete with other songs. So I think that's already it for today. I will just go back to business stuff. Thanks to the vlog, I at least get to enjoy the studio for a couple of minutes. I really can't wait to go back to fully producing music. Probably next week. I've scheduled and tried to get all and everything else that is business related out of my way to just sit here and make music. As you know, I recorded 2 songs with Frankie that I just need to finish, 3 with Julia that I just need to finish, and yesterday the one with Gavin that I just need to finish. If I continue doing sessions like this, I might even have an album ready at the end of the year. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to submit your songs, links in the description, and we will see us tomorrow again back here in the studio for another vlog.